I'm dying inside.
I'm sorry, I'm having a really hard time not laughing.
It's 92 degrees out.
And 38% humidity.
Ah, help.
Hi guys, my name's Andrea and welcome to BarbiePunk. If you are new here, I am an alternative fashion channel. We like to talk about kawaii stuff, grunge, goth, punk, all sorts of fun stuff. We like to talk about nerd culture and witchcraft. If that seems interesting to you, please subscribe and hit the notification bell and follow me on all of my social medias at _BarbiePunk. Boom. I don't know if I have fully conveyed how important Harry Potter is to me, but it was my childhood. I think I was probably 10 or 11 when the first book came out, right at Harry's age, and the movies came out throughout high school, so I basically grew up with these characters. So I just wanted to share my love of Harry Potter with you today with a little lookbook. So this lookbook is inspired by the fact that BlackMilk Clothing just came out with another Harry Potter release. They've had Harry Potter releases before, Marauder's map dress, but for some reason this specific launch spoke to me. So embarrassingly, I bought all 4 houses for this lookbook in this same little like overall skirt, plaid, cute little like dress thing. All of them, which is a lot of money. I'm probably not keeping all of them. I bought them because some of my friends wanted some. I'm likely going to sell at least one of them on my Poshmark. So before I show you all the different ways I've styled these, I'm going to show you what they look like plain, with like a plain shirt underneath. And then I also bought this shirt, which just has a dark mark print all over it and a little collar. So I bought those and I was really excited to create a lookbook out of them. So what I wanted to do with this lookbook is I didn't want to give you just one outfit per house. I wanted to give you 2. So the first round is going to kind of be the stereotypes of each of these houses, what most people kind of think of them, how most people might expect them to dress. And then the second run through is going to be possibly my own personal thoughts of each of the houses, and a little bit just like lesser thought of ways that you can interpret each of these types of people. Quick disclaimer, these are just my opinions. There's obviously not 1 or even 2 different ways that you can dress in each of these houses, but this is just, you know, how I feel. There's gonna be some unpopular opinions in this video, but that's fine. We all got our own opinions. Another quick disclaimer, I wanted to film this video in multiple different locations for each of the different houses, but as some of you may know, my dog is in a cone, she has stitches, she's not allowed to jump or go upstairs or run or have any fun in general. We had to film this all in one place so that we could rush on home to help her out as quickly as possible. So it's all in the Forbidden Forest.
I didn't know Forbidden Forest had eucalyptus trees.
And it's nicely paved.
It is an absolute humid nightmare today. My wand is broken, and I have to pee. Changing in the back of a car. Ding!
So let's start off with Gryffindor. Gryffindors are stereotypically the every person. The 3 main protagonists of Harry Potter are all in Gryffindor, so I decided to give this look sort of a girl next door, kind of sporty sort of vibe. Just a really comfortable, casual, chill sort of person. Next up we have Slytherin. Stereotypically, people think Slytherins are evil. Obviously, that's not necessarily true. Typically, Slytherins have a higher rate of becoming Death Eaters. So a lot of the time people think Slytherins are evil without even considering the actual traits of the actual house. So I made the stereotype version of Slytherin a Death Eater. She has on that Death Eater shirt and a lot of dark makeup. Next up we have Ravenclaw, which is stereotypically the bookworm. When people tend to hear the word intelligent, they can only imagine book smarts and libraries. So this version of Ravenclaw is the bookworm. She is wearing this version of the uniform as traditionally as possible. She is studying constantly. And finally we have Hufflepuff, which is stereotypically the cozy people, the laid-back people. I put my stereotypical Hufflepuff in the coziest sweater that I could think of. I apologize that it's pink, but most of my wardrobe is pink. And this Hufflepuff is just ready to cuddle and hang out and be welcoming. So those were my stereotypical versions. Let's take a look at my opinionated ones. Again, I'm sorry. This is gonna be my most unpopular opinion, but Gryffindor is my least favorite house. To me, Gryffindors are the Chads and the popular people. I don't know if you've seen the Reddit thread about Harry being a Chad, but it makes so much sense. So for me, I tried to make this Gryffindor a popular girl. I don't know if I did a very good job of it. I wanted to go for either like a Visco girl or an Instagram baddie sort of look, but I don't think that either of those styles really goes with a plaid skirt. So I did what I could. I tucked the skirt under to make it look more like a plaid shirt, and I put on my tightest clothes. So next up we have Slytherin. For some reason, people just assume that they are evil without considering the traits of the Slytherin house. So Slytherins are traditional, they're cunning, they're determined, they are ambitious. So what I try to do with this look is make sort of a super preppy, Blaire Waldorf-esque inspired look. This girl is ready to get to the top of the class by any means necessary. She's ready to take over the world, but look really put together while doing it. Next up we have Ravenclaw. An often overlooked side of Ravenclaw is the fact that these people are the creatives. They're witty, they're imaginative. So I try to give this Ravenclaw girl a sort of art ho vibe. Another popular Ravenclaw that people often forget is a Ravenclaw is Luna Lovegood. And she is so fun and quirky and imaginative. This specific look is not exactly inspired by her, but it's inspired by the creative side of the Ravenclaws. The art student side, the sarcastic student side, the witty girl. And finally we have Hufflepuff. This Hufflepuff look is inspired by my favorite character of the series, who is a Hufflepuff, Nymphadora Tonks. People often think that all the leftovers go to Hufflepuff, but I think that a lot of really cool people end up in Hufflepuff. So I made this girl a punk rock girl. When Tonks herself is introduced into the book, she is wearing a The Weird Sisters t-shirt. I made this one myself with a still from the movie to make it look like a band tee, but I think that a lot of cool people, a lot of grunge punk people, a lot of alternative people could easily end up in Hufflepuff, being their own little weird selves, which is why I love Hufflepuff so much. So those are all of my looks. I hope you enjoyed it. I don't know if you could actually tell which house I'm in. I happen to be a Ravenclaw, but I also really love Slytherins. I also really love Hufflepuffs. I think Hufflepuffs get a bad rep. And sadly, Gryffindors are my least favorite. I apologize to all you brave, courageous Gryffindors, the protagonists of the world. I apologize. I'm out here rooting for the little people. Let me know A, what your house is, and B, which of my two different options of that house you identify with more. And in general, let's just have like a fun little Harry Potter discussion in the comments, you know? Anyway, don't forget to like it, subscribe it, share it, bop it, twist it, pass it, and don't ask questions, just go with it.